My name is Tommy Springfield.
And I'm better than you!
And I'm here to give you the facts.
About time you pencil dick showed up.
Nothing but the facts.
I can't lie!
That's not true. That's a lie.
No!
You are a liar!
No, I'm not! He's lying! You lie! Liar!
How you twist them, how you take them and do whatever you want with them, that's on you. But if you like how I do it, click that like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, click all so you can get notifications every time I drop one of these videos. But before we get into that, please
allow me to reintroduce myself.
I like to think of myself as a superhero, you know, but the ghetto version, like Batman, but I'm Batman. I live in a That cave, I drive a That mobile, and I'm still that nigga. So, as you can see on the screen, this is local, this is my city news. They just saw the murder that's 46 years old. So, you never know. You did something a long time ago, be scared, because motherfuckers in my city, we still investigating, and we still trying to lock your ass up. Let's get into it.
Today, after almost 46 years, I am announcing an arrest has been made in the homicides of 18-year-old Theresa Marcoux and 20-year-old Mark Harnish. On November 19, 1978, the bodies of Theresa Marcoux and Mark Harnish were found actually not very far from here at all, just off Route 5 in the town of West Springfield. Theresa had attended East Longmeadow High School and was described as someone who loved to laugh and always had a smile on her face. Before her death, Theresa was working at a local hardware store as a clerk in their pet department. Mark had also attended East Longmeadow High School. He was known as a quiet, polite young man who had been working at a car repair shop in town. Tragically, their lives were cut far too short by a horrendous act of violence. On Sunday, November 19th, 1978, at approximately 9:30 a.m., an officer of the West Springfield Police Department was on patrol when he observed a 1967 green Dodge pickup truck parked in a roadway rest area on Route 5, Riverdale Street. The officer saw that the driver's side window of the truck was damaged and noticed blood in and around the vehicle. The officer then discovered the remains of two individuals, one female and one male, just over a nearby guardrail. Each victim appeared to have sustained gunshot wounds. Additional first responders were called, including detectives from the West Springfield Police Department and the Massachusetts State Police. The forthcoming investigation saw painstaking efforts to document and photograph the scene with physical and biological evidence collected by investigators. The rest area was thoroughly searched for evidence, yet no firearm was ever recovered. The victims were then identified as Theresa A. Marcoux and Mark L. Harnish. Both were last seen alive on the morning of November 17th at approximately 12:30. They were leaving a party hosted by friends. The pickup truck was determined to be owned by Mark Harnish. Investigators concluded that Theresa and Mark had been shot while in the passenger compartment of the pickup truck, and their bodies were moved to the area where the remains were later discovered. Autopsies determined that the cause of death for each victim was multiple gunshot wounds. The medical examiner opined that their time of death was during the early morning hours of November 19. A witness who lived in the area also reported hearing multiple gunshots at approximately 4 a.m. Spent projectiles were recovered from the victim's remains in the passenger area of the pickup truck. Ballistics examination concluded that the recovered projectiles were all fired from the same unknown firearm, which was capable of firing .38 caliber ammunition. When investigators processed the pickup truck, they located a latent print in what appeared to be blood on the passenger vent window of the pickup. Mark and Theresa were eliminated as possible sources of this latent print. Over the years, as the investigation continued, this latent print was entered into the Massachusetts Automated Fingerprint Identification System, better known as AFIS, and was also manually compared to approximately 70,000 known fingerprint cards. As of October 2024, there was no identification made. Despite the continual efforts of investigators over the past few decades and the concerted efforts of my office in the last several years, this case was not any closer to any conclusions. However, in just the last month, my office received information from an individual who provided investigators with a name, the name of Timothy Scott Joley, and information as to Joley's purported involvement with the deaths of Theresa Marcoux and Mark Harnish. Once provided with this name, investigators learned that Timothy Joley, who presently resides in Clearwater, Florida, was living in Springfield in November of 1978. Investigators obtained a fingerprint identification card for Joley from the Springfield Police Department, which was on file with that department because Joley was fingerprinted as an applicant for a taxi cab license in the year 2000. Two law enforcement investigators with extensive fingerprint experience.
So, as you heard, this man, he's 71 years old now. He's arrested in Clearwater, Florida, right? So, you had his fingerprints in the police department's taxi cab database since 2000. You said manually, which I don't believe, over 70,000 fingerprints was matched with the print from the crime scene. No hit of October 24th. You said manually and into the computer system. No hit. They got a call in less than a month ago, on the 24th of last month, giving them all the information, right? So my question, do the fingerprint database really work? Because you had his prints since 2000. You claim y'all was running them all the way up until the 24th of last month. You had no hits or no leads. Then now we got to move on and say, damn, he pissed somebody off because someone held this information for 46 years, or did he confess? That's what would be interesting if the old man gives them information, or if they give us any more information. Because, I mean, if you withheld this information for 46 years, I think you should go to jail too. Why did they just magically call y'all now?
Analysis, comparison, evaluation, and verification were enlisted by this office. They were provided with Joley's fingerprint identification card and compared the previously unknown latent print recovered from the passenger vent window of Mark Harnish's pickup truck. Each investigator determined that the fingerprint originated from Timothy Joley's left thumb. Investigators also learned that Joley was a licensed gun owner in November 1978 and that he purchased a Colt handgun approximately 1 month before the murders of Theresa Marcoux and Mark Harnish. Based upon these very recent developments, I authorized investigators to seek a complaint and arrest warrant charging Timothy Scott Joley, age 71, of Clearwater, Florida, with the murders of Theresa Marcoux and Mark Harnish in 1978. A 2-count murder complaint and arrest warrant for Joley was issued by the Springfield District Court on October 29, 2024. On October 30, Timothy Joley was arrested at his residence in Clearwater, Florida, and was held without bond at the Pinellas County Jail. On November 5, Joley appeared before a circuit judge in Pinellas County, Florida, and waived extradition. Joley will be returned to Massachusetts in the coming weeks to face these charges. Today, we are also joined by members of Theresa's and Mark's families.
I guess I'll stop it there. That's enough. You know, they just saw a 46-year-old murder. That's cool, but he's 71. Is that justice? How much time is he gonna get? You know, can you actually prove the case? You don't have any murder weapon, and you alleging you got this fingerprints, but if I'm his lawyers, I'm gonna jump on that. You kept saying y'all was running in the database. How do you got his fingerprints since 2000? And to be a cab driver, maybe, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure you had to do a criminal background check, so you should have ran his fingerprints and it should have hit in the system. I don't know, but there you have it. If you committed a crime in Springfield, no, they not giving up on you. No, they are looking for you. And if you know about my channel, I've done unsolved murders on my channel. I got one right now of a 16-year-old girl who was pushed out of a car on a busy highway and no one seen anything. So, I know those are dangerous cases to do, but I'm willing to put my life on the line if it helps or solve some of these cases. So, like I always say, if you're a supporter of the channel, much love and respect goes out to you, and I salute. Hit that like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, click all so you can get notifications. And if you're one of these haters and one of these killers of these unsolved murders in Springfield, we coming for you. Cut the shit. That part.